Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today for you guys I'm going to be giving you a list of mermaid books, and I decided I would do this and call it Mermaid May, which isn't a term that I came up with myself. It's a term that I got from the first booktuber I ever watched, and her name is Ariel Bissett, and she is the one who created this whole thing. And it's not a tag or anything special like that, it's just a name she came up with to recommend mermaid books, and so I figured I would do that myself for you all today. So I'm really just gonna jump right into it and show you guys some mermaid books. So let's go. First here I have The Siren by Kiera Cass. And I haven't read this yet, but I'm very excited to. Most likely I'm going to be reading this month because I want to at least read one mermaid book this month. And I'm excited. I can't wait to read it. It sounds really good. It's Kiera Cass. She's the author of the Selection series, and I have pretty high expectations for this. Next, there is Ripple by Mandy Hubbard, and I have never heard of this book until I just happened to wander into my local half-price bookstore and find it for $1, and so I figured it's a mermaid book, so why not? And so, yes, it's fairly short, so most likely I'm gonna read this or The Siren because The Siren's short as well. So, I'm looking forward to this, and it's like, basically what it's about is this girl, she's a siren, and the last time she fell in love, she killed her lover or whatever, or boyfriend, whatever you want to call it. It's kind of like an urban fantasy, and she finds this other boy that she likes some odd years later, and she's trying not to like him, but she does, and she doesn't want to kill him like what happened to her last guy. So I'm just like, this seems like it's gonna be pretty interesting. I'm not sure where this is really gonna go from here, so yeah. Next for you all, I have Atlantia by Ali Condi, and I got this book over Black Friday at Half Price Books, and it sounded pretty good. I mean, I'm not exactly sure if this is a mermaid book and if they're mermaids or not, but I do know they live underwater and they were born there. And I mean, the title, it says human voices wake us and we drown, so I'm assuming they're not human. Maybe they're like mermaids and not human, or I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where this is gonna go. I know this is the author of the Match trilogy, which is here on the back, and I've heard pretty bad reviews about those books, and I haven't read any of them, but I'm hoping she may have done better with this one because I like reading good mermaid books. Now I have for you a quartet series, which is still coming out with the books. The first 3 are already out, and the 4th book is called Sea Spell, and it's going to be coming out this year actually, I think in a few months. And it's Deep Blue by Jennifer Donnelly, and I bought this book when I was, well, I bought it when I first heard about it, and it seems like it would be really good to read, and it's like high fantasy because it's not an urban fantasy. It mostly takes place underwater, and the main character is, her name is Seraphina, and she's like a mermaid princess or whatever, and then her mom is assassinated, and she has to go find these other girls throughout the entire world in different oceans and lakes and stuff, and they have to work together to find these talismans of Atlantis, which is now known as a lost city in this book series. And it sounds like it's going to be a really good adventure story that happens to take place underwater, and I hear there's a big betrayal, so I'm really looking forward to that. And this is the 2nd book, Rogue Wave. Pretty covers. I noticed I really like the covers of these books. They're really awesome. So you should check these books out for sure. And finally, I have a trilogy. Finally, I have a trilogy by Sarah Porter, and it's the Lost Voices trilogy, which I'm excited to read because when I first got my Kindle, well, my very first Kindle, I saw this book when I searched up mermaid books, and I read the description, and it sounded like it was going to be a really good book. I still haven't read this yet. All of these books I haven't read yet, but I'm getting there. Those new releases, they just keep reeling me in. They keep getting me. I don't have time for it. So Yes, Lost Voices, and it's about this girl, and I think she lives in a bad home situation, and she's like somewhere in Alaska, I think, and she happens to be on a cliffside. I'm not sure why she's on a cliffside, but she is, and I'm thinking her uncle pushes her into the water below, and when she gets in the water, she thinks she's just gonna drown and die, but she turns into a mermaid, and now she goes, and then she meets like these this group of sirens or mermaids. Well, they're actually called mermaids in here in this book series, but they actually lure sailors to their deaths, which I think comes to play in the rest of the trilogy. And I'm not sure where this is gonna go, but it sounds like it's gonna be one wild ride. And so this is book 2, Waking Storms, and this is book 3, The Twice Lost. And I really like these covers. I mean, my favorite cover is the book 3, The Twice Lost, and Lost Voices. Those are the pretty ones. Waking Storms, this one is okay, like, but it just seems like it's just alright. So that's all for you guys. Those are my Mermaid May recommendations for you all. I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment down below some mermaid books you know and think I should read. And give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. Bye!